Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a very, natural everyday look. That's the way I like to do it. It's going to be my second time using the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. Last time I tried it, I really loved it. Not only was it hydrating, it just kept my makeup really good all day. Oh, it feels so good. It literally feels like applying skincare. So let's do this. So very rare thing is that I'm actually going to start with my eyebrows today. I don't know why, it's just always been a habit of mine to do last, but everybody else seems to do it first. So I am going to try that. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. And I'm literally just outlining my natural brow shape, and then I will be filling it in. Now I am going to use Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel, and this one is in the shade Cypher. It's a really tiny wand. Now I will say, compared to a lot of brow gels that I've tried, this one is like really moist. It's not a very like dry powdery formula. It's very wet. So I went over a bit, and once you clean it up before it dries, it is all good. On to concealer. This one's, wow, I'm probably gonna need to get a backup of this too. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Correcting. I use this, like you guys could see the hyperpigmentation here. So yes, I are. This is why I did my face primer first, because I very often move straight into concealing and forget about applying my primer. And then this is the Stay Naked Concealer. This one is in shade 50, Neutral. Now, I do it thickly here, but I avoid applying product directly to here where you have the crow's feet, because then it just creases into there. One. And now I'm gonna go in. This is my Juno Co. Beauty Blender. I love this blender because it is a velvet texture, and so it blends very well. But my favorite thing about it is that it does not absorb a lot of product, what makes it easier when it comes time to clean. One, and two, you save a lot of money on product because it's not being sucked up by this. So very important hack is that while you never apply concealer directly to your upper eyelid, you always carry it over with the excess that's on your sponge. Otherwise, it's just going to be a nightmare to blend out. And same thing here with your crow's feet. You use the excess that's on the sponge. Otherwise, it's just going to get caked in and make you look bad later on. the Kooky Cosmetics Full Coverage Foundation. And this, if you're looking for a drugstore foundation, is the best drugstore foundation you could find. I really love it. It's a very thick formula and it gives amazing coverage. Ooh, I might have lightened up since the summer and it may not be my shade anymore. It looks a bit dark. Okay, so this is my Bdellium Tools brush. I love the notes on it. So this one says, I am beautiful. So I'm blending my foundation into my concealer, but I'm not going over, like you saw me apply my concealer here and then I blend it down. Same thing, I applied my foundation here and blending it up. It's creating a transition, but I'm not going to go over my concealer foundation. That's just going to sweep it away. And I'm not going to go over my foundation with concealer because like that's useless. Why do you need 2 layers of product? If one of those layers are good, you don't need a second layer. That's just going to make you look cakey. So here we go. And no, actually the foundation worked very well. It wasn't too dark, it blended in very well. So I'm not sure what palette I'm going to use, but considering I just did my foundation, it's going to be one that does not have a lot of fallout. So MAC Cosmetics. And it's not the biggest, fanciest palette in the world, but really this has been like a lifesaver palette for me. I live off of it. I'm just going to grab a couple of brushes. My brushes are all the way back there. You guys must get a really awkward angle whenever I do that. So I am going to start with this red shade here in the crease. And I really, really love this shade. It's like one of my favorite red shades. These shades do not have names. But I've been using this palette for a while now. It has been one of my favorite palettes used in the winter and fall. And you would be surprised, like they look tiny and you expect it to be finished in a few months, but they go a long way. Just because you really need just a little dab, because let's be honest, MAC Cosmetics is amazing. So that's going in the crease, and then to the top of that, I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and I'm going to blend in a transition shade. And what I love about this palette is that you have three options. So this one's really light, but if you're going for something more subtle and natural with my skin tone, it would be this one. So especially because I just did that red, and this has a bit of a pinkish hue to it. I think that works for me. And then at the very top. I'm gonna go in now with this very, very light shade, like directly under my brows. And I'm just packing that there, and then I'm going to blend it in. Now back again with this light shade here. You're going to blend that out. And then very last but not least, I'm gonna go back with this red in the crease. Now I would say I am filming this, but I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. I'm actually filming on my phone today. I'm using my mirror to see when I apply my makeup, but I'm not actually seeing what you guys are seeing. So I'm sorry if the color is not popping in there, but on my face it is. Okay. So not dipping into more pigment, dirty brush. This is the color for my crease. I'm gonna come in here up until about halfway. Same thing on this side. Now you see it's not really applying a shade, but when you put concealer, it has this really, really whiteness under there. And this is going to take care of that. It's going to make it blend in naturally with the shadow. And then I'm going to come in on the inner part with a lighter shade, which in this case is going to be this shade, which is, I don't know if you guys saw that, this one. So this is the whole brightening the inner corner. And then you blend it out. Okay. You guys didn't think I was gonna stay all matte. Absolutely no way. We're going in for shimmers now. This is the Narcissist Danger Control palette. And it is pure shimmer heaven. I'm not even sure what shade I'm going to use, but I'm really digging this one. Like, I like that shade. So what I'm going for is here, this red shade, and I think it is called either Hades or Electra. It's really hard to tell with them, but and I'm applying this directly to my lids because there is concealer there and I didn't apply product. So I'm doing this to the outer half of my lid. And then I will blend it in a bit. Then on the inner part, I'm gonna go in with a much lighter shade. Not sure how that's working out looking for you guys. Oh god, it's tough to do it without seeing what you guys are seeing. So there we go. and back in here. Whenever I do that, I like to go back with the crease shade and blend it. So it's the red shade here. What we are going to do is we're going to do the black up top. I'm really bad with eyeliner, so I usually just darken my lash line. Also, I don't have a lot of lid, so if I put like a thick wing, it's going to take away a lot of my space and you're not really going to see the shimmer I add to my lid. So it's usually best for me to just do a very, very thin layer of eyeliner. You can see the difference between having none and having some. And I had the I am missing one of my brushes that, oh no, it's there. There we go. Because I did see that I got some eyeliner on my lid. This one already has the shimmer product that was on it to help keep that line smooth. There we go. Just so you know, whenever you pull your eye, like you blur your focus. So when you switch from one eye to the other, it takes you a couple of seconds to be able to see properly. I'm mumbling. I actually have no idea if you guys are going to be able to hear this. Now this is Lancome. The other liner was by Touch and Soul. I think the shade for this is Chantilly. Does not? Yes, Chantilly. And it's my favorite liner for my lower lash line. Mascara. And when I tell you guys I love mascara, I am not kidding. I have more mascara than I do lipsticks. Like, these are my mascaras. So today we are gonna go with Milk Makeup. Okay, let's see. I believe one, yes, this one's the lash primer. This one's a mascara. Look at the size of these things, and they're really heavy. It's not stuff you want to travel with though. They do come also in travel size that is significantly lighter if you want to travel. So we are going to do this. So instead of looking at a mirror so far away, I literally could just do this. And wow, that makes a difference. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. Usually I like to use the Lancome lash primer. I think it's my first time using the Milk Makeup primer. This one is the waterproof Kush mascara. They have several mascaras. They even have a non-waterproof Kush mascara. I'm not sure why. I guess there are people who prefer mascaras that are not waterproof, but I just always use waterproof mascara. So I don't curl my lashes, but I do go from the top and curl it up. And you guys tell the difference, like this is no mascara, this is mascara. And I'm not going to wear false lashes, like I'm gonna rock that. And then my trick is to, okay, so I just washed this. If you guys saw my other YouTube video when I clean my brushes, this is the brush I was just looking for. So it has no product in it. And this is how it actually gets dirty, is because I use it and I curl my lashes up. And that actually works better for me than heated lash curlers. Of course, you do need two things. One, semi-long lashes. And two, you need a very thin brush. I personally feel like this mascara one is thinner than most of the others I have. This brush is also from Bdellium tools. I think I've used only Bdellium tools. And then you want to go and separate your eyelashes. You don't want them looking clumped, because that's going to make them look, well, disgusting. Clumped up mascara is like one of my pet peeves. And today I am going to use Juillet. And it's this highlighter has been through a lot. Oh, it's broke. It literally just fell out onto me. What a mess. Bloody hell. It's like, so I opened it and like half of the highlighter fell on me, which was really sad because it was one of my favorite highlighters. Oh my goodness. So on second thought, since my highlighter is broken, I'm not going to be using Juillet. So this is Cover FX glitter drops. And these are really, really, really amazing. Like, you have no idea, like, that is it. Now that is literally a drop, and pigmentation and the ability to blend it, it's just amazing. Like, you will be glowing for days, honey. Glowing for days. The one thing I always do with this one, because it's so bright, is that I go over it with my foundation brush. I know it's a bit whatever, but like even going over it with my foundation brush, like you could still tell it's bright. And then I would come back with literally one tiny drop for that extra pop. That's like right here. Okay, and for blush today, I am also going to use NARS. Let's hope this one's not broken. Like, you just saw what happened to my beat up Juillet. Okay, NARS has survived. And we are going to not use fingers because they are now all covered in highlighters. So I'm not really going to be dressed like a clown today. I just pack it in, let my skin absorb it. This way, if you have dry skin that absorbs the product off your cheeks, you let it absorb some. So throughout the day, it's absorbing less because there's already product absorbed into it. And then you blend it out. blend, baby. Because nobody wants to walk around like a clown all day. Okay. I know that looks bad right now. That's because this is like not a very dense brush. But after I do my bronzer, it's going to be fixed when I use the right brush. And I use that brush after I've applied all three to blend them in together to seamless cheeks. So this is Kristofer Buckle. I think it's called the matte warming powder. This is his darkest shade, so if you're darker than me, it's not gonna work for you. Like, it's your darkest shade of bronzer and it's not even dark. So that's one of the things that was disappointing, but it works very well. If you could find a shade that works for you. I think it comes in two shades, like a dark shade and then a light shade. So he definitely needs more shade variations for his products. This is my secret weapon for smooth cheeks. This is a very thick fan brush, and this blends all three together. Blush, highlighter, and bronzer. And you literally just do upwards swipes. I think we're good. So this is Serio. I'm 100% sure I pronounced that incorrectly, but that's the branding for those of you interested. It's a K-beauty brand. Okay, it's actually, I'm not even sure if it's Korean beauty, it's Asian. Isn't that a pretty shade? So I'm not a huge fan of overlining lips. I literally just keep my natural lip shape. What I really love about the shade is like it's a bold red, but at the same time it's not like, boom, focus on my lips. I don't know if people blot anymore, but I like it. I still blot my lips. Like, do people still do that anymore? So that is my look. We're gonna lock this all in, but this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Setting Spray. It's my favorite. I use too much of the stuff, but it's just really good. And for today, I want to make sure my look is locked in. So you see right here, my hair has this thinning spot. That's because of where I used to have my part. I use, this is my True Hair to fill it in. This one might be out. So the product is in the cap, so you do need to. And then the brush gets coated and then you fill it in. I'm out of the black. I need to get back to the black one. So remember earlier when I told you guys that my highlighter was broken, and not only was it broken, that it fell all over me? Yeah, let's have a look of how bad that was. So I am not sure how I'm gonna get up, but I got highlighter. Like, that was a hot highlighter mess. Story of my life. Hope you guys enjoyed the look. See you guys later. Bye. Remember, if you like this video, to subscribe and turn on post notifications.